We have Mr. Gaurav Birla, Head of Standards and QA at the Media and Entertainment Skills Council. With over 20 years in media and entertainment industry, Mr. Birla is an expert in AR, VR, and gamification for skill development. His expertise includes roles in education, consulting, and project development. Specializing in XR and metaverse initiatives, Mr. Birla's commitment to aligning educational frameworks with the industry standards has made him a pivotal figure in immersive media technologies. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Gaurav Birla. Everybody give a round of applause, please. Yes.
Hi, good afternoon to everyone. It's a very interesting platform. I would say interesting because we have so many people from all different areas. And the presentation which I have, or the things that I have to discuss with you are slightly different, very basic, but I'm going to talk about the grassroots implementation at the grassroots level, how we are going to take this technology forward in our country, and what is the collaboration required from all the stakeholders, whether it's academia, even teachers, institutions, the industry. So let me start by talking about how we are going to look at AR, XR from the perspective of skill development. So hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Birla. I look at the standards and QA for Media and Entertainment Skills Council. And at Skill Council, we have a very simple objective, that is to create a robust manpower in the country, especially for our sector. And AR, VR, XR, since it falls under the category of AVGC XR also, is one of the very important areas that we are focusing right now. It has already been envisioned by many. It has already been spoken about by our Honorable Prime Minister also at different stages. A lot of policies have been formed across the nation, even in different states. So let me just take you through a very, very simple presentation. There are 5 or 6 points that I want to talk about. Nothing very visually appealing in my presentation, but some very basic points. So to start with, I would talk about how we are transforming education, healthcare, media and entertainment sector with the help of XR technologies. This is something that all of us know. We are already discussing it. We have been discussing it since morning, and we are also going to talk about these things tomorrow. Then talking about relevance in skill development. So there is a critical need for professionals who are adept and actually creating things out of this technology, their deployment at the ground level. And also we are going to talk about the alignment of the skill development when it comes to creating a skilled manpower in this particular sector, how and what we are doing right now, and how I'm here to ask about your help, how you can collaborate and help us with our objective. Now, finally, I will also talk about what MESC is doing, how we have been integrating XR in different areas, how we have been working for implementation of the skill development of this particular thing. Now, talking about industry demand from a very in-depth study which we had done recently based on the skill gap report which we had created, it contains a very good data points collected from across the country at the district level to identify what and how things are going to move in over next 6 years till 2030. So based on that, there is a huge industry demand, especially in these 3 areas. Talking about media entertainment sector, it's about emerging immersive storytelling, virtual production, and gaming. Other than that, obviously, there is a very high demand when it comes to education and training and other areas, whether e-commerce, retail, or even healthcare. If you look at the market trends, so this sector is expected to reach 1.1 trillion globally by 2030. So as a nation, we have to make sure that we are a big part of this revolution which is going to be there for next 6 years. And if you look at the adoption rate in certain industries, a CAGR of 28%. So if I feel correctly, maybe we are doubling the money every 3 years. Continuously for next 6 years, that's a big thing. It's a big opportunity not to miss. Then specifically talking about the kind of skills which are in demand. So based on our skill gap study, we see a lot of demand for 3D modeling, environment design, and real-time rendering, because these are very core elements to any kind of an experience, whether AR, VR, or XR. And obviously programming and UI UX design for these applications. Talking about the opportunities, so one of the most important one is that India has the potential to become a global hub when it comes to this particular technology. And talking about the challenges and the skill gaps that have recently been observed in these studies. The first one is we don't have good infrastructure or scalable training programs for XR-based skills. Limited awareness about these technologies, maybe in tier 1 metro cities at specific institutions we are aware about it, but there is a lot of scope for spreading the awareness on these topics also. And the cost of the hardware, setting up labs for training and implementation is a very big challenge in a country like ours. So we have to identify what are the solutions for that. Then if you look at skill gaps, we have insufficient expertise in advanced tools. Very limited number of people are there who are working with these things. Other than that, there is a huge shortage of professionals who are skilled specifically in AR, VR content development, and very limited focus on integrating user-centric design. Now, we all already know about it, the made in India to make in India, now to design in India. So to make sure that we design in India, there is a certain demand for particular skill set in the industry all across. We also need a lot of hands-on training, because a lot of hands-on training is not available, again, because of the challenges which are there in terms of setting up the infra and the availability of such training programs. Our perspective is very clear. So once I take you through next slides, you would understand. So let me give you a little more insights of what we do as a Sector Skill Council. We have more than 1,000 affiliated partners, 2,500 plus certified trainers, 350 plus affiliated universities, and more than 100 qualifications across the media entertainment sector. And as a Sector Skill Council, our objective, as I said, is very straightforward: to create a robust and vibrant skilling ecosystem so that our nation becomes the skilling capital of the world. Now, there are a lot more things that we do other than just creating courses and giving the training to different people, because we have seen it's not very impactful if you just create training programs, set up infrastructure. There is a lot of support in different areas which is required. So talking about the support that we offer, we have a creative assessment platform. This is Media Entertainment Creative Aptitude Test, which is a test comprising of psychometric assessment, career fitment, traits, behavior analysis, and a lot more. So we encourage students to take these kind of tests. Especially MeCAT has been a part of a lot of AVGC policies across the state and even the national AVGC policy. So once people understand if they are fit for a specific career, even in AR, VR, we have the technological side of it and the creative side and the innovation side of it, to identify what candidate is suitable for which particular area of the development of the entire project. This can be a very good tool. Now, apart from that, we create different kind of courses. Although what you see on the screens are in a completely different subsector, these are primarily film, digital marketing, fitness, makeup. So we have courses by these veterans, but we still lack, when it comes to XR, AR, VR, we still lack this kind of a quality in the content across the country. So that is what we are working on. Other than that, we have platforms like Vidyadan, which is an unstructured learning platform, webinar-based learning. Creative Warriors, which is a structured learning platform offering courses in all different skills. And Media Talkback, which is an industry connect newsletter or a magazine where we connect all different stakeholders, academia, industry, trainers, candidates, everyone. They get to know quite a lot about these things. Now, coming back to this particular topic, here is a sample of the courses that we had created in collaboration with industry and academia. These vary from very short programs, maybe a 5-day program, to a 3-year degree program, even a 4-year apprenticeship embedded degree program in these different areas, which are applicable for so many different kind of people in different target groups. So these vary. If you look at the duration, we can have something for a 5-day workshop, something as a value add program, a short-term course, and long-term programs as well. Now, to develop that, there are certain constraints, there are certain challenges that we face, and I am here to actually talk about these things, request you, motivate you to join us in developing a lot of qualification, content, and to help us in skill development. Although we have more than 100 qualifications spread across the entire sector, whether in event management, animation, VFX, filmmaking, print, sound and music, gaming, theme and amusement park, and so many. AR, VR, XR is one of the very important areas. Now, this is what we had been doing to basically serve our purpose. The purpose of our existence is to collaborate, create a collaborative ecosystem entirely where industry is collaborating with academia and other stakeholders as well. So to have strategic partnerships with AR companies, which tell us about what is the industry requirement, what is the new innovation which is coming in so that we can predict what is required in the future, interact with them, create a pool of trainers with the industry. Because to create a pool of talent, the first thing is the number of trainers across the country who have very good quality and who are able to deliver what is required in the candidates. So one challenge that we generally face is, if you talk about trainers, we have some institutions where we have very good quality of trainers, but it's not the same across the country. So that's one very important initiative where we request all the industry members, if any, or the academic institutions to come forward, connect with us. There are certain trainings and certification required for the trainers to train them. Join us. We are currently running different kind of government projects also, under which we are doing training of the trainers in AR, VR, XR, 3D printing, and other advanced courses that fall under our segment. Other than that, academia industry collaboration, we have events like Manthan, which is more of a roundtable conference where we invite industry as well as academia members to come in, discuss their challenges, discuss a way forward. So again, I request you to be part of these kind of events. I'll certainly share my connect. You can show your contribution if you want to collaborate with us. Certainly, it will be great help for this particular process. Now, we had been developing national standards. That is exactly what I do in my organization. Now, these national standards which are developed have to be developed in collaboration with the industry. So for development of new qualifications and courses, for revision of the old ones and removal of the obsolete ones, we are also looking towards the industry to guide us. That is also one area where industry and academia, even a lot of innovators are here, they can help us. Then we drive innovation through collaboration by encouraging startups, working with different researchers and developers to create some innovations. So for that, we might have different kind of projects running under the ministry where we can connect with the participants, they can help us and we can help them and we can together grow. Now, this is my call to action to everyone. So to sum it up, whatever I have talked about till now is the vision as a global hub of our country as a global hub for XR development. We have a huge pool of talent in related areas. We have good number of animators, people who work in gaming industry and can create 3D content, 3D models, even environmental models. So this talent pool is already available, but we have to build on that to do a lot of things in AR, VR, and XR. Other than that, future initiatives which we are looking at is expanding these training programs to tier 2 and 3 cities, where we envision to work in a hub and spoke model, maybe utilize virtual labs, use hub and spoke model for smaller cities where maybe training can happen at the smaller institutions and practical aspect of it can be covered in bigger cities or institutions who have got these fully equipped labs. Other than that, different kind of certifications, especially in the field of XR, which could be XR content creator, XR developer. We already do have qualifications like AR, VR developers, AR, VR producer, technical artist, AR, VR. These are some of the qualifications which are already there, available under Skill India certificate. And a certificate is awarded, which is NSQF aligned based on NCRF, new education policy and everything. And this is going to be a very powerful move once these kind of qualifications come out. And since we also have certain commitments, so we have been promoting inclusivity. So engaging women and underrepresented communities also in this particular sector is also one of the mission targets. Now I call all the industry leaders present here to partner with MESC to design impactful training programs, to assist us in validating existing programs in case some modification is required, and the removal of any old courses which you see are not required anymore. Then educational institutions can collaborate with us to integrate XR modules into education system. We had been working with CBSE, AICTE. So right from class 6th, we have modules where we are introducing school children towards this technology on an exploratory basis. Then at secondary and senior secondary level, we are teaching them some skills. At the moment, we are conducting training of teachers at schools for 3D printing, AR/VR technology, so that once these teachers are equipped, they can talk about these technologies to the children in school, and they are more motivated to join in these courses and become a part of manpower in this particular sector. Then all the aspiring professionals, you can join hands with MESC, unlock your huge pool of talent, individual trainers who can connect with us, help us in creating different kind of courses, content. If there are people present here, the industry who have got good content, the quality content similar to what I had shown earlier, then we would be really happy to collaborate with them so that we can offer these programs to students studying in the government programs also. So when you look at a Asha Bhosle, Ganesh Acharya or a Dabu Ratnani program, a student who's studying in a government course, which has got almost zero course fee, has the access to a Dabu Ratnani course when they are pursuing a still photography program. So that is our commitment to the ecosystem, to provide the best quality content, best quality training to the youth of the country. And I request you all to come with us, empower India's movement, this particular vision to become a hub in XR. And let's foster innovation, and let's ensure that our country is competitive enough and we get a huge chunk of the market which we have forecasted for 2030, because that is where the mission goal of Skill India lies. We have already envisioned, now we are moving towards Viksit Bharat. And as our Honorable Prime Minister has already envisioned and talked about this particular sector at different places, whether it's the Independence Day speech or different platforms. So animation, gaming, AR, VR, XR, the coming of different policies, AVGC policy, whether it's for the central government or different states, we had been working with all the stakeholders. To sum it up, again, I would say it will be very, very helpful for us if you come forward, collaborate with us, whether you are an individual professional, if you are a trainer, institution, or an industry. So we are here, we are looking towards you for helping us. So with that, I would conclude my presentation. And I would certainly, I think I still have 4 minutes left. So in case there are any questions, if you want to ask something, you can connect with us. We also have a stall in the stall area. Our company is represented there. So you can, anybody who's interested in knowing more or collaborating, you can directly come to us, speak with our team, and we would certainly be happy to connect. So if there are any questions, please let me know. Yes, that's what I talked about. We have a stall in the stall area, and you can certainly connect with us after the session also, whenever you want. So we'll be there till tomorrow. Yes.
Thank you for the great session, sir. And what are the initiatives by MESC to build the infrastructure for XR in India? Like you are offering various courses and certifications. It's quite costly, I think, for building infrastructures for XR things.
Yes, that is exactly the point when I talked about the challenges. So I feel that you are saying what are the options available since the courses are very expensive.
Yeah.
Now working as a sector skill council, it is our responsibility to make sure the manpower is available. There are a lot of government projects. There are a lot of things we can do to bring down the cost. Because if somebody remembers earlier, there was a time when animation training was very expensive, very, very expensive. The hardware requirement was very high. The labs and the software were not available everywhere. This is something similar with XR at the moment. You might find that the labs are very limited, infrastructure is limited. But especially if you look at Chennai, there are a lot of areas where we have good, excellent labs available for XR. That is what we are doing. We are in fact running training of the teachers, as I just mentioned, 3D printing, XR, AR, VR. The reason is once we have the sufficient pool of trainers, the trainers available in the industry, so we expect the cost to go down. We are also interacting with the industry to open their premises for training. We have already, as I mentioned in one of the points, we have apprenticeship driven programs. So even if there is a student who's undertaking a program, during apprenticeship, they have access to the lab in the industry where they can go do hands-on training, and gradually all these things will help in bringing the cost down, making the availability of the infrastructure easier even at a bigger scale. So these all things we envision that will bring the cost down and make it very accessible for people to enter into this particular field.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. We got a lot of clarity and a lot of problem statements which you have presented. I just wanted to understand whether the work which you are doing in your organization is linked to the National Skill Development Program or Ministry of Skilling and Entrepreneurship. Are they linked, or you are an independent organization?
Yes, we are a sector skill council. So I should have actually talked about that. So we work under the aegis of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. We are a sector skill council under NSDC, and we are an awarding body under NCVET. So that is our mandate. That is our basically primary purpose to exist. So we work for skill development. We are the, you can say in other words that we are the working arm of the government when it comes to skill development. So being a sector skill council, we have a mandate to do that. And that is why we are here, asking for your help to help us in our objective to achieve that.
Okay. The second question is, we are from IIT Mandi's Technology Innovation Hub, where we work in skill development as one of the 4 activities. We have been entrusted by the Government of India to work on PMKVY 4.0 initiatives, which are primarily vocational training. So do we have called out course curriculum in AR, VR in that? So how are you conducting those things then?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes. For the purpose of basically we can connect. I can explain it completely. But that is what we do. PMKV 4.0, the program which is running right now. So we are the ones through whom these programs move. We have, when I talked about developing national occupation standards, so that is what we have done. So when I talked about these 4 courses available, AR, VR, producer, AR, VR, developer, and a technical artist, these are the ones which are available under PMKY 4.0. So the curriculum has been developed by us and also the content. So you can connect with us at the stall. I'll speak with you. I'll give you all the details.
We'll do that. Thank you.
So, no more questions? Thank you, everyone. I really thank you for your attention, and again request you to help us, connect with us, collaborate with us, and let's make our country the global hub as envisioned. Thank you for your time.